Often dog owners ask about the legality of using electronic equipment for training and control of dogs in Europe. People are concerned about whether they are violating any laws by acquiring and using bark control systems, electronic training collars. When asked where they got this information, they call either the internet or the opinion of their dog handler. Let's figure out where such rumors come from and dispel some myths. Let's dispel the main lie first. So lie number 1: the use of electronic equipment for dogs. Anti-bark collars, electronic training collars, radio collars, and invisible fences, radio shepherds, are prohibited in Europe. Maybe in Europe there are restrictions on the sale of electronics for dogs as weapons? No, there is no such ban. Interzoo, the largest industry show in Europe, which takes place every 2 years, is proof of this. Attention! We are talking only about devices that use a corrective electrical impulse. Equipment with ultrasound, vibration, systems are allowed everywhere. There are many countries in the European Union, the legislation in them is different, and in some places it is very interesting. There are places where you cannot buy import, but it is not forbidden to use. Great Britain is a historical province with great autonomy. Wales. Or, a vivid example, Australia, although it is not in Europe, if a customs officer at the border finds an electric collar in your things, he will confiscate it, but if you receive it by mail from abroad, so you can legally use it. And yes. In fact, there are countries that completely ban the purchase, sale, use of electric shock training collars. A complete ban on such equipment exists in Denmark and Sweden. Moreover, in these countries this law is really strictly observed. For us now the most important thing is to use common sense and understand one thing. In Europe, everything that can cause any harm, no matter to whom, people or animals, is very strictly regulated. If the equipment is produced in Europe and sold there, it means that animal rights activists, and what is much more important than the European Commission, have no complaints about electronic equipment for animals. Thus, any dog training equipment legally purchased in Europe will be both safe and legal. The harm caused by electronic dog training devices has also been questioned. Although its owner, if he is an idiot, can harm a dog with an ordinary stick. Not to mention pneumatic weapons, with which some especially smart owners wean dogs to pick up all sorts of rubbish from the ground and bark at other people. The fact that you spend a lot of money on courses without a clear confidence that the dog will listen to you when you let him off the leash is achieved on a couple of walks without harm to your wallet and the health of the dog. Any dog owner who has started using an electronic collar will be convinced from his own experience how easy, fast and effective it is to train a dog in obedience or correct its behavior. Of course, all this is provided that the dog knows what they want from it. The presence of a training system does not exempt you from training with an experienced dog handler. The dog, first, must learn to understand what the owner wants from it. The collar itself does not train, it is an assistant that allows you to quickly develop a clear obedience skill in a dog. Try using a training collar and you will be surprised at the results. Your dog will stop chasing cars with the risk of hitting them. The dog will stop picking up any smelly rubbish from the ground that can harm it and cause poisoning. Dog will stop attacking cyclists and cats.